in the big, like, in the back seat. There's more of these in the camera box. We got a big one, just in case.
Well, we don't. Like, once we get one, they should talk about the studio once you know it is. It's never a big there. That's crazy. No, I think it's gone the other way. They're so fearful of people. Exactly. Because like I check now. Yeah, actually, yeah. Well, we have the black, but I never wore the black. The blue one. Yeah.
Which channel?
YouTube for streaming.
So I'm gonna look right there. Sure. Fletcher's shoulder. You good there? You go over here if you want. I get a better spot. You good there?
Oops, sorry.
Everybody good? Yeah, pretty good. All right, just after 10:30 p.m., 12th District Police responded to several 911 calls, report of a robbery in progress at the convenience store in the 1300 block of South 58th Street. When police arrived on location, they found a 28-year-old male behind the counter, laying on the floor. He was suffering from several gunshot wounds to his chest and torso. Medics pronounced him dead on the scene at 10:45 p.m. We know that this victim is 28 years of age, shot multiple times, chest and torso, and he was found behind the counter on the floor. Now, preliminary information is this 28-year-old male who was shot and killed entered the store wearing gloves, his face partially covered with a mask, and he had a handgun. He pointed it at one of the employees, then went behind the counter and point of gun started taking money from the cash register, point of gun. And that's when the store employee, who was also behind the counter, pulled his weapon and fired several shots, striking this robbery suspect, the perpetrator, several times in the chest and torso, and that's where he collapsed on the scene, where medics pronounced him dead at 10:45. So it appears that the 28-year-old shooting victim was committing a robbery when he was shot and killed. The store employee, in his early 20s, did remain on the scene, is cooperating with police. We did recover a semi-automatic handgun that was being used for the robbery from the robbery suspect who was shot and killed. We also recovered the gun from the store employee who fired his weapon several times, striking this robber and killing him. There were at least 2 other store employees in the scene at the time, inside the store, and there was a customer inside the store as well. None of them were injured. They are all cooperating with police. They have all been transported to homicide. The entire incident was also captured on interior store surveillance cameras. So at this time, it appears that this homicide victim entered this convenience store, point a gun, wearing gloves, and his face partially covered by a mask, was committing a robbery when he was shot and killed by the store employee. You can clearly see that there's money on the scene, and you can clearly see that at least one of Field's pockets is stuffed with money, and we believe that was the money that he was taking from the cash register during the robbery
when he was shot by the store employee. The owner of the store is also on the scene, who was not
here at the time, so he's going to help homicide detectives retrieve the recording. But the entire incident was captured on private surveillance cameras inside the store. We know everything took place behind the counter of the store. That's where the 28-year-old was shot and killed. He was committing the robbery. He was behind the counter where he's not supposed to be. And his weapon is also behind the counter. And the spent shell casings from the employee's semi-automatic weapon, they're also all behind the counter. So clearly, this 28-year-old went behind the counter and was stealing money from the cash register when he was shot by the store employee. Everything happened behind the counter, not in the customer area. So homicide detectives, crime scene personnel are processing the scene. They're also interviewing several witnesses, store employees, and at least one customer. Everyone's cooperating with police, and they're also going to retrieve those interior recordings that I'm being told by responding officers did record the entire incident.
Has the store had issues with robberies in the past?
Preliminary information is this store has been robbed in the past. At this time, I don't know when, how long ago, or how many times, but that will be part of our investigation.
Does this appear to be a self-defense?
Preliminary information, it appears to be self-defense. The store employee remained on the scene. The store employee fired shots, striking the individual who was armed with a gun, who was behind the counter, and was stealing money from the cash register, point of gun.
Please welcome. Appreciate it.
So this will be here a while. Inside, process the scene.
Chief, there was somebody in the back seat of this car without a witness. You know?
Yeah, we had
Everybody's a witness, right? There was no other
witnesses.
person.
We have the shooter cooperating. We have two other employees in the store cooperating. We have one customer in the store cooperating. The owner's here, who was not here at the time. But we're going to use the owner just to retrieve the recordings or whatever other information we need. If you look next to the ice machine, you can't see from here. That way, next to that ice machine,
Yeah.
you'll see a bullet hole, an exit bullet hole from the shooting. So one bullet hole appears to exit. And if we continue straight, it would hit this white truck around the door area. Yeah. So if you can get over by that white truck, right next to the ice machine, you'll clearly see the hole. Fine.
We'll see the next one.
I'll see you as soon as business. Yeah.
See the hole that he was talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna try and get it. You don't even have to. You go like 10 feet to your right. It's in the wall to the right of the works where the ice machine is. Just to the right. Thanks. You see it? They were pointing at it.
We'll probably get it. All right, guys, so you heard that. We're at the Happy Day Food Market in Philadelphia where a 28-year-old tried to rob this store earlier tonight. He was met by a clerk who had 2 guns and used one of them, striking the robber and killing him here on location. We just heard from Chief Inspector Smalls from the City of Philadelphia Police Department, who gave us a preliminary rundown of what unfolded here earlier. Again, it's a 28-year-old male who attempted to rob the store. He was armed as well. He brandished a gun, and the clerk, again, had 2 guns, shot him with one, and fatally shot him by the end of the altercation. Right now it's being treated as an act of self-defense, and this store has been robbed several times. You guys heard it from the police inspector himself. He said that the store has been a target of robberies in the past, so perhaps that's why they're now armed. We'll be here for a little while until another scene pops in. It's likely to be a busy night. It's nice out, not cold, and crime seems to go up in this city when it's weather like this or warmer. And yeah, the mass shooting in Maine, the active shooter, I heard about that on the way down here. That's a real shame. It's words can't describe what happened to that community out there in Maine. I haven't followed the story much. I just tweeted a quick rundown as it was coming in hours ago. So I'm suspecting a majority of the country right now is following that story in Maine. But again, we're at a fatal shooting here in the city of Philadelphia where a robber was shot and killed by the store clerk after a botched robbery attempt. He tried to rob the store at gunpoint and he was met with gunfire. Dina, can you check your DMs on Twitter? I sent you over something you can copy and paste, and I will pin it on YouTube. So again, guys, we are at the Happy Day Food Market where a 28-year-old who was trying to rob the store, he was an armed robber. He was met by a store clerk who had 2 guns and shot and killed him here in Philadelphia just a few hours ago, maybe 2 at the most. Again, this was a fatal shooting, and it appears to be an act of self-defense. And yeah, if you're on YouTube and you rewind it, just go far enough back where you see Chief Inspector Smalls of the Philadelphia Police Department giving us an update on camera. You'll be able to tell that he's giving us an update. So if you just rewind on YouTube, you'll be able to see and hear for yourself the preliminary details of what happened here at the Happy Day Food Market.
Hey, Karen, she's on Delancey Street, 5100. 44-year-old male shot multiple times. What's his condition, do you know?
Strap. So, Chief Inspector Small said that there are gun shot. There's damage to the ice machines from bullet holes. So I'm trying to see exactly where that is. Okay, I guess you can. So again, guys, that for those of you that are just joining us, right in front of us is Chief Inspector Smalls, and if you're on YouTube, at about 9 minutes in, he gave us an update of what unfolded here at the Happy Day Market, where a 28-year-old armed robber was met by gunfire after a clerk pulled out a gun of his own. The clerk had two guns. He used one of them, fired, and struck the armed robber multiple times, ultimately killing him in what appears to be an act of self-defense. You can see that Chief Inspector Smalls is speaking with detectives right now who just arrived, homicide detectives from the city of Philadelphia. And the victim was pronounced, not the victim, I'm sorry, the robber was pronounced dead. And we're not calling him a victim at this time because it was an act of self-defense. The individual came in with a gun, and he wasn't trying to buy gum with a gun. He obviously pulled the gun out, and he attempted to rob the store, and that's when he was shot fatally by the clerk. Yeah, this is so I can read the comments on YouTube. I'm not on any of the other of the social networks, but yeah, this is a new camera compared to what we had for Cavalcante. That was just on an iPhone. Now we had other cameras, but they didn't have the capability of going live, so we had to get a live view set up, which is basically a portable satellite that's able to broadcast from anywhere in the U.S. and Mexico. But again, it's at the Happy Day Market in Philadelphia, where we are right now, there, where a 28-year-old man tried to rob a local market, and he was met by gunfire. That's what happens when you commit a crime and the victim, or would-be victim, has a gun of his own. So, again, guys, and it looks like the store owner just arrived to speak with detectives. Let's get off of that. Come on. And again, guys, for anybody that's just joining us, the details are very preliminary right now. All we know is that a 28-year-old man entered the store earlier tonight with a firearm and attempted to rob the market that we are in front of. The clerk had access to two guns of his own, and shot the robber multiple times, killing him. The robber was 28 years old. His identity has not been released. I'm sure they're still making notifications to his family before they're going to release his information. Nobody else was injured, just the suspect in the robbery who was armed. Police recovered a handgun from the robber, in addition to cash that was in his pocket. Oh boy, YouTube's having the same commenting problems as X did, I guess. Certain stuff is showing, which is interesting. So we're just waiting for more stuff to come in, and we'll go from here to the next scene. It's a nice night out in Philadelphia, and I'm sure it'll be unfortunately, crime-filled night. We're here where a clerk acting in self-defense shot an individual who tried to rob the store, and it's days like today where those that are contemplating committing a crime or robbing a store need to stay away and think twice, act once. This shooting turned deadly for the wrong person, the right person for the people, the wrong person for the would-be robber who is now dead. And those are the bullet holes that they were referencing earlier. The door says no ski masks allowed. So that's interesting. You would think that ski masks aren't allowed anywhere, and they shouldn't be. It's a weird thing to wear in a store. So from here, the crime scene unit is going to arrive and put out evidence markers. I don't believe we missed that. Now, we were in the northeast section of Philadelphia when this call came in, and that's about 25 minutes away. So maybe they came, but I don't find that realistic. If you guys were with us a few nights ago when we went to the homicide on Tioga Street, crime scene was there for about an hour and a half to 2 hours with us. So it's likely that they're on their way from another incident, which there were a few incidents tonight. There were a few shootings. So far, this is, I believe, this is the first homicide of the night, if I'm not mistaken. But there were a few other shootings. So the crime scene unit is making its way from shooting to shooting, which is rather normal in the city of Philadelphia. It happens it's daily, literally every single day there's a shooting. So they should be getting here soon, and when they get here, they'll document evidence, put out the markers, and I believe that the perpetrator is no longer in the building. I believe that he was taken to a hospital but died. I have to double check on that detail. If he is in the building, then yeah, the medical examiner or the coroner will come out. So right now what we're doing is waiting for another shooting to happen. There's a car driving by with a flat tire. So that guy's got a flat tire and he just drove by, which is why the officers all turned around. No, so the clerk is at with detectives, giving his statement to police of what happened here, and I'm sure they have surveillance as well. So it'll be a pretty clear-cut case. The individual who was shot shouldn't have been in the store with a gun trying to rob it, so it's being treated as an act of self-defense. And from what Chief Inspector Small said, this store, this market in Delhi, is the target of robberies quite frequently. So they armed up, and tonight was the wrong night for somebody to try to rob them. Obviously, they've had enough, and this is what happens when you're in the life of crime. You never know what you're going to be met with. You go in there thinking that you hold the upper hand with a gun, only to find out that the clerk ironically had two and was quicker with the trigger. Shot and killed him. Shot him multiple times in an act of self-defense. And now detectives are here to conduct their investigation. No matter what happens, even if it's a self-inflicted gunshot wound, they still investigate just to make sure and document everything. But again, from everything that we were told from Chief Inspector Smalls of the Philadelphia Police Department earlier on this stream, it's being treated right now as an act of self-defense. Yeah, and somebody made a good point on YouTube that criminals now know to stay away from this market. Yeah, that's true. If you live in Philadelphia and you're a criminal, don't come to Happy Day to try to rob it, because it's not going to be such a happy day for you at the end of it. Again, this is in Philadelphia, and it's the first homicide of the night. From here, we're going to go to any other calls that come in, which will likely be in the area that we just left to come here. We have the opposite luck that we had in Cavalcante, where everywhere we showed up, something happened. In Philadelphia, it's been everywhere we leave, something happens, or as soon as we leave, like say we left this area and we make it about 30 minutes away, with our luck, there'll be another shooting, homicide a block away from here. So this city is pretty unpredictable, and we've tried to post up in the not so safe neighborhoods, and we brought the community luck, I guess, because when we were there on 2 or 3 occasions, nothing happened, and the next day it was busy. So it's a very unpredictable city. And again, for those of you guys that are just joining, we're at a homicide where a 28-year-old individual tried to rob this store with a gun, and he was met by a clerk who had 2 guns. The clerk used one of them, shot and killed the would-be armed robber. And it sends a message out to people that have plans or ideas to commit a similar act. I mean, it's dangerous, not just for the victims, but also for the criminals. It's time to think twice and act once. Do you really want to risk your life for what, $100, and or risk your freedom for $100? It's kind of bizarre. And tonight, a would-be armed robber is dead as a result of his actions and his decision to go into crime and be an outlaw with a gun. Yeah, it's a very ironic name for a market, Happy Day. It's definitely not a happy day for the robber who is now dead. And it's also, I'm sure, a horrifying day for the clerk. Somebody that's not used to firing guns or shooting people. You know, nobody's really used to shooting people. That's a pretty wild thing to get to. You know, not even police officers are used to using their guns to shoot and kill. It's more of a proactive solution. You know, nobody except serial killers really fit that profile. But again, here we are at Happy Day Food Market, where a would-be armed robber was killed tonight in Philadelphia in an act of self-defense. And other than that, it's rather slow. There's not much else going on right now. No, we're not too far from Cobb's Creek. We're about a few traffic lights away. Which actually, if something happens in the suburbs right now, would be the perfect time. It'll give us a good time to make it there. At least in Delaware County. We're close to Upper Darby. So let's pull up the Delaware County radio, just in case something happens in Upper Darby. And right there, you guys can see the white chalk. That's right behind the detective. That's a bullet hole exiting the store. So it's right in front of this detective, who's hopefully gonna move so we can get the shot. But right in front of him, there's a bullet hole coming out of the store toward the ice machine. So right there. Yeah guys, so what we're going to do is just wait until another call comes in, and when it does, we're going to head that way. It's supposed to be a busy night given the weather. It's a nice night out, so when it's nice out, crime skyrockets, and tonight's hoodie weather, so it's cool enough and warm enough to go out and about and commit crime. It's weird how it works, but that's just the way it is. On nights like tonight, crime rate goes up. It's really nice out. There's no wind chill or any of that. Just a light hoodie, and you're fine. Which way should we head, you think, after? Yeah, we walked for a little while. Alright guys, yeah, we're still here. We're looking for any updates at another scene to head to, just in case. But so far, nothing. Again, we are at a store where a 28-year-old robber was met with gunfire after he tried to rob this store right here. The clerk had 2 guns and fatally shot the robber in the store. This is being treated as an act of self-defense. Alright guys, so crime scene just got here.
Delancey would have been 9052. Alright, 25, 24 year old man. As I was checking the location here for them on D2 Mills, yeah. Stand by me. You can make this crowd do things.
Now you guys can see inside, that's the Philadelphia Police. Sorry guys, sound cut out. But they're here to document the scene and gather evidence. Again, the Philadelphia Crime Scene Unit just arrived at the scene, and their work has just begun following a fatal shooting here in the city of Philadelphia where a would-be armed robber was killed. And again, guys, we're waiting on any updates or other incidents that come up in the city, and we'll head over there next. But you just saw the Philadelphia Police Crime Scene Unit arrive on location to document the scene, gather evidence, photograph, and turn all the information over to detectives who will finish this investigation. And by the sound of it, it'll be a quite quick investigation. Chief Inspector Small said that preliminary information suggests that this was an act of self-defense. When you look at the circumstances, a 28-year-old individual entered the store with a firearm and attempted to rob the store. The clerk shot the robber multiple times, and in the end he died, the robber. He was pronounced dead here at the market, and the death is being treated as an act of self-defense. Yeah, we lost the audio for a little bit. I had to change the microphone. And at this point, law enforcement, like officers on the scene, they're just here to secure the scene. So what that means is they're keeping people out from the yellow tape, say somebody tries to enter. So whatever they're discussing, it's not about the incident here. It's anything from sports to just everyday small talk, just to pass time. So that's why you see them laughing and carrying on. They're just here to keep the scene secure. And again, guys, you guys can see the bullet hole right there. What we're looking at right now is a bullet hole that came out of the store during the altercation.
Benny, are you guys still logged into the
Yeah, I got my phone. Hold on.
Senior apartments. Turn automatic fire alarms for your pulsation activation. 1830 Bank RTS and result and response at the door.
I'm seeing some of the chat. I'm also trying to keep up with other possible incidents that are happening throughout the city to see if any turn into a homicide or a found shooting, which means an actual shooting. A lot of calls come in for shots fired, and what police do is they canvass the area looking for shell casings, and when they find them, they call it in, and it's a crime scene. So we're waiting for the next crime scene, and Chief Inspector Small said that there's likely to be another crime tonight, violent crime, as the crime scene guy that just went in, he just mentioned it's going to be a busy night. No, the robber was shot inside of the store. That bullet must have come, I'm not sure if that shot was fired by the suspect or the gunman, or if it was fired by the clerk. But it could have been like almost a, I don't want to say crossfire, but maybe missed. That's a loaded truck. 4 or 5 crime scene guys got out of it.
35 moment anyone?
Yes, ma'am. You can drop me 5600 Ogon. I'll give you my system mail. The first email no longer on location.
Proceed. 935, your numbers are 68510, 68510.
Receive that.
No problem. First in line of 14 from responders 1, person with weapon, 5668 Blakemore Street. It's going to be a black female, white t-shirt, blue pants, bag on location, bacon on the door, room the 9, that's opinion of 14. Responding 1, person with a weapon, 5668 Blakemore Street. Blue female, white t-shirt, blue pants, bag on location, bacon on the front door, room the 9, that's try to cancel, saying that the mail left. Hello.
Innocent 27, wearing personal weapon, 36-3 West Kelowna. Maybe a black male wearing all black clothing, armed with a crowbar, crossing the borders of domestic. Speaking of the 22nd, personal weapon, 36-3 West Kelowna. Maybe a black male wearing all black, armed with a crowbar, making threats. Crossing the borders of domestic, nothing further.
Oh. Turning toward full page.
1935.
1935.
Yeah, so you can start us over to the 545 Vine Street. We have that female with us. Heavy strap, lag 2 is going to be before.
WPR, W578, time is 1 a.m.
Receive. 215. 15. Better circle. Take it. Yeah, because these are two points, so I'll put these two jobs in together. And then just RTF it with curfew.
Receive.
Stand by.
So we're going to cut the sound for 1 second because we're changing batteries. So 1 second, guys. How are all of them? That interesting. All right. Have a good night. Stay safe.
You guys stay safe.
Thank you.
This up here. Alright guys, so we're gonna head to wherever something else happens. So it looks like they're slowly wrapping up here. So what we'll do is drive toward likely the northeast is what I'm thinking, and something should happen down that way. Hold it for a while. Good enough. Alright. Watch the things right there. See the way.
34, you can make our mingle any and you can drop it. 20 foot 18 and drop it. 4 Sam 1. 4 Sam 1. Drop it. 31 shots fired.
And we're clear to left. Turned over.
203.
Okay.
Yeah, you can drive right this time. Specialty 2. Yes, ma'am. 5406 Chester, number 4 safety checklist.
Alright. I want to have you the fire department to be in dispatch of 507 Glendale Road. 507 Glendale in the rear. For a dumpster fire. That's going to be a cardboard boxes.
Don't diminish value. Safety can tell me well being. Don't trade line. Just some stuff to safety. Ensure we know the safety team. So we paid up first and Thomas 122. Alright. What's going on? Yes, sir. It's all on one thing.
Person by 18th District Priority 1. Report of a person with a weapon. 55th and Pemberton. Reference to a female assaulted by someone with a hammer. No flash. Again, 18th person with a weapon. 55 in Pemberton for a female struck with a hammer. No flash. Rescues en route.
18 Thompson.
Unit back.
First name up. I'll let you have a priority. Thank you.
35A.
For 4909 Broad, do you guys have any more information for that? Maybe call to the corner office for details. And we have nothing yet. We're just going for it since like 5:30. 1521.
You can
21.
connect.
I'm giving this man. No one's there to do.
Where's the
21 good.
Keep in mind injuries can occur anywhere, whether inside or outside.
Alright guys, so again we're gonna head toward I guess the northeast. What are you thinking?
Outside people is rather than protect yourself from injury. Please work your movement for people with injury, ensuring you have appropriate backup and use appropriate equipment, ensuring you prevent injuries to yourself and citizens. There's no substitute for safety, ensure that you're in profession any situation may arise. Be alert and stay alive. 7:35 122 a.m. Thank you. Alright, just be advised it did come out again for me a black male wearing glasses. Supposed to deal with a hammer.
Go either toward northeast or we can go toward where
All I see is you have available unit take above location. That's enough in the job about it.
Alright, just give me a message for anything.
I see.
2-4. Just contact. If you make this false, we'll check the front and the back and the top is secure.
Alright, you can go ahead and RTF this and turn us around to Einstein with one male blue paperwork. There's the paperwork and that's who we can go.
Pursuit of Better Fast and Thomas 123.
or we can go post somewhere that's
Woman assaulted with a hammer.
Where's my link? Jump on Birch.
Yes, sir. I'm coming back into the district. You could drop that. That's all over that.
Alright.
25, I'm 9, just checking the backup, how do you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Okay.
35 millimeter 1.
35 moment 1.
Yeah, 36 Ogun came out again.
Hi. You have heard something else over here?
From 2008 version of Robbery Project go down. I'm used on 2008 version of Robbery Project go down.
That's correct. From MV 73 for Delancey.
Alright. Yeah, he said he was easy, but I'll go back.
Can I get a unit to bed? It's epicenter over
3-2.
36.
2413.
2413.
You're fine. You could do this and send your Jasper into our previous job because it's the same car.
Alright, so from the 25th, G. George and Willard for a person with a gun to Hispanic
13
males
and a
wearing
half.
black
He's
shirt.
like 47 or 49 for that out there.
Last name on Willard was H. That's G.
47?
George and Willard for a person with a gun in 25th. Two Hispanic males
Oh,
wearing
740.
black shirt. Walking on Willard towards
42.
25, 42.
42, you can drop G and Willard.
Car standby for equip. Do not treat any situation like legal heavy on safety. Safety is a full-time job. Don't have a part-time attitude. The price of unsafe practices is high. Don't diminish your value. Safety weighs heavily on your well-being. Don't treat it lightly. Every fair, every 5 to 8. Time is 1:25 a.m. Person minus 24, Thursday, March 21. Person with a gun, G and Willard. Two Hispanic males wearing black shirts. Armed with guns walking on Willard towards H. Stating the 25th. Person with a gun, G and Willard. Two Hispanic males wearing black shirts, armed with guns, walking on Willard towards H.
She said he has the paperwork.
Car standby, let's have a priority.
Thompson, I'm fine, Joey. I don't see no one. Can you get a call back? I'm like a call twice.
Thank you, Andy.
You can hear that.
Thank you.
1311.
1525, you can make this a mere encounter.
81441.
25, okay.
Thank you.
Robert, you pull me out at 1812 Spring Mark.
Let's see, is there a disposition on Kelly Drive?
This will be you now. Stepping out here.
1880 with the voicemail. The survey as best as you can. Check out that 56 address. Let me know what you get.
See, I'm here. I just run a bell. We'll see what happens.
Units responding to breaking in 729 Tanner Street, updated flight. Car standby, 19th District, 4900 Jefferson. Coming in as a commercial burglar alarm. A male in a red sedan drove through the construction site. Repeating in the 19th, 4900 Jefferson, coming in as a commercial burglar alarm at a construction site, stating that a male in a red sedan drove through the site. Nothing further.
14 command.
14 coming.
To myself in 22 location. Now there's no burglar.
Receive.
451. 451.
451 to this, clear.
How you both will repeat?
Alright guys, so what we're doing is heading around the city, waiting for another call to come in.
Receive, can I have a unit to back for this?
We just left a homicide, well, not a I wouldn't call it a homicide, it was a fatal shooting where a 28-year-old tried to rob a store with a gun, and he was met by a clerk who too had a gun, two of them. The clerk shot him fatally multiple times. He was shot and he was pronounced dead at the scene. So right now we're just going to drive around the city until another call comes through. And again guys, by Friday we should have the SUV back, which will be a blessing, so we can have a better quality stream. It's kind of hard to do it in this car. We're not familiar with it. So by Friday we should have the truck back, which will be great, and there's a lot more space. It'll be a lot more stable while we're driving instead of it wobbling. But yeah, so we're just waiting for the next call to come in.
125, there's nothing else.
13. Have 109 in the wagon needed headquarters before they go north.
1232. 32. You can drive on the auto accident. I'll view it.
I can call that. Give me 1 second.
616. Just let them know they are parked in a no parking any time zone.
Medic 7, 3025 Market Street, Medic 7, 3025 Market Street, operates Alphabet Advance.
12 off. The accident on BOS is at the window. We're taking care of it here.
Okay, receive.
Proceed.
First in by the 3rd District, that's in progress. 2101 South 10th. 3 to 4 females taking items, all black. We're still on location. 3rd District, that's in progress. 2101 South 10th. 3 to 4 females taking items, all black. Still on location.
6 Command to 16. We have whether illegally parked cars blocking the truck from making the turn.
That's correct, LT. He couldn't go straight on Huntington because he's 13.5 and the bridge says 13.1. So I backed him up down to Jasper, and there's 2 vans that are parked in the no parking zone. 1617.
1617.
17. You can make this side for you.
Received. 1442, checking in for sake of Patty Remy 12345. 42 loud and clear.
335.
Proceed.
9-2, male proceeded on either RTF.
Repeat 9-2. 12 off, do you want me to drop the numbers under a different call sign?
39 Town Pass.
39 Town Pass.
4140 North Broad, help separate crowd, please.
We already got walk-ins. 102.
Charlie. For Charlie. They got an alarm going off at the Wawa?
That's correct. Yeah, 32 group.
Yeah. Mac machine?
That's correct.
You can make a pulse.
Receipt 32, you want me to make it unfounded under you? Yes, that works. Receipt. 2442, just some more information from the caller. It says the males are hiding behind a vehicle next to the church.
Proceed. Medic 9.
Medic 9.
We're available.
32, you can drop on Island on Bloomberg. I think.
2612, is it okay for me to switch over to M-Van yet? That's never, sir. I'm still working on it. I'm only one person. Give me 1 moment. Thank you. No problem. Location about 5 minutes ago. Last 3 are 987. Also, can you drop me a set of numbers for me? 2222 East York Street. Receive your times 151.
12 times 12. Should we reach the first floor?
Affirmative, do you have a disposition?
Recalled by police car, Tom 10.
Affirmative.
Tom 10, nothing on 56th Street or 55th, making a best crime.
Receive.
32.
It's 22.
It's not over anymore, so you don't found it. You can drive that out of the legal parking.
203
20. Present tested stand by for 31 person screaming 939 North Hill. So black male wearing a gray shirt, black pants, something to gain that street again, and the 26 31 person. Male wearing a gray shirt, black pants.
chance attempted to gain entry. Nothing further.
920, proceed.
320 available, man, serves.
Affirmative. And 39, visual photo person claiming 2922 North Stillman, subject no male assault and female complainant. Repeating, 39 visual units, photo person claiming 2922 North Stillman Street, domestic, no male assault and female complainant.
3900.
3900.
Alright.
Who was that last unit? Was that 901?
Correct. Can you drop us 1805 Walnut Street?
Proceed.
2622. 4471.
1712, 1715, you speak disturbance house, 1816 South 20th. Now requesting, please, on no disturbance, possible 02.
94.
1812. 1812. Yes, can I have numbers for you, please?
Use call sheet conditions upon arrival.
94.
Check your status.
Hello.
Affirmative.
32 car. 610-1, proceed with the message. 410-1.
This is 471. Marcus, best friend. 12 received.
722, can you take 8200 Roosevelt for an occupied auto? And white RV.
And the numbers are going to be 56048, 56048. Okay.
710-16.
She, you just called, she looks like on the call history, he has been combative with medics in the past.
1422.
1422.
522, just make this industrial over New York, yes.
Received.
Received.
Received, thank you. Can I use the bar?
731.
Okay, thank you.
17, command. Send them another car just in case.
You can start me in. Proceed, thank you.
2523.
2523.
23, two,
Go
so
to
long, gonna be one.
toward there, but we'll probably go to City Hall.
Receive your night.
Dead zone.
2523, good night.
Attention, medic 31.
Attention medic 2, 3929 Howland Street, medic 2, 3929 Howland Street, operating with medic van.
2402.
Let's go on the park.
We can just drop down the testing progress. It's looking for your report. Not the street, we just dispersed by police. Check for the backup.
Receive the Bravo. 1925.
They said they don't need police service. Even best friend.
Received.
2523.
2523.
Yeah, 2523. Turn around here, go to the paperwork.
25 Charlie.
Charlie, can I get the location?
Second repeat.
Give me the radio. Do me a favor. Can you get 25 command to this location?
There's 25 command on the air.
Come here,
Medic 31.
Responding 1910 Beaumont.
Medic 1, 1221 Paramount Avenue, Medic 1, 1221 Paramount Avenue, operating South Medic van.
32.
Female unknown problem on the highway. Medic 2.
3929 Holland Street.
Chest pain 34 male.
22 Charlie.
22 Charlie.
Hi, for the complaint against police, can you make that large? Yeah, can I get the numbers over here for the complaint, please? Okay, it's off business 1900. It's going to be here as well, please. Thank you.
81.
91.
February.
Department 305 for a male car problem. Entry information is the job.
Numbers are 62826, 62826.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Perfect, Kevin. Howard to crew 4. Crew 4. Could you test the work area, please? 621.
Go on.
We surveyed, just make this a last round. On to you. 215. 15.
Proceed.
Engine 40.
Engine 40.
Available. 15. Front neck 11. CVP. And you can clear your aim. Alright, it came back out. Just go back over there. Thanks for calling. I already wrote a paper on the address before. Alright.
35A.
6337 wrong. They got that business is closed.
Proceed.
616. I can move back on that.
Crew 4 to power.
911. This is a large apartment building. There's no number listed.
Proceed.
Tower to crew 4. Area test dead. 659 is satisfied. Okay, work area test dead. 659 satisfied for power permit. 102-336 and 136. Back on 136, thank you. Check power, manufacturing copy. 659 is satisfied. Power has been blocked at 0136. 659 copy, 0136. Power permit 102.
We're not in the center of the parkway.
My partner hasn't gotten them on the line.
Center.
Cool, great deal, right? We could drive you around and down there.
2 far location at 269. River Pit 058 times 136. So they're okay.
Zero.
Sorry, 215 G turn and thanks for publication. Zone 5, okay.
Buddy 13, Broad and Dolphin Street. Buddy 13, Broad and Dolphin Street operates south of Montana.
811.
How many times were we at this location on the previous tour?
Go like that.
1821 on location 289. Tell me, dear, to leave house 78 at 137.
In the 39th District, coming in as a step in progress, Pulaski and Harvey Street. You have a white male, 5'8", heavy build.
Get your park right.
Blue tow truck, seeking a black Jeep Cherokee, one Pulaski. Second party caller, repeating, 39th District units. Coming in as a report of death in progress, Pulaski and Harvey Street. You have a white male, 5'8", heavy build, blue truck, seeking a black Jeep Cherokee, one Pulaski. Second party caller. 14.
Richard.
13. Phone number.
Medic 7.
17.
Ma'am, we're in the area here. I don't think this address is correct, though. 3025 Market. I want to call the caller back and verify, please.
1220. 32-4.
1511, turn me around the headquarters to drop off this vehicle.
925, auto accident 130, northeast. 3 times.
Okay. So the complainant 8117, she's been advised previously, and the people at 8119, they don't want any police service. She can make it a best friend.
Proceed.
If it comes out again, we'll raise a supervisor to make it further.
Proceed.
16, they said to give us a call when they have somebody available. 11, okay. You can correct him. Alright, we're going to continue up, but then this is going to be the 3100 block and further.
Affirmative.
622.
622.
Most of the GO.
All units responding, use caution, version on location conditions.
925.
925.
You take this auto accident 130, north 18.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am. Hold me out at HQ, ma'am. I'm going to switch the equipment.
Medic 7.
Proceed.
Disregard, ma'am. We're having team.
Affirmative.
25.
2225.
Charlie, their job is to piggyback off the 24's job earlier. You can't make it a further 8688.
Pursuit.
Somebody 27, 1326 South Clarion Street. Somebody 27, 1326 South Clarion Street operates off-body van.
39 Thompson.
39 Thompson.
Job ID numbers 4300 North Broad.
Receipt.
1512.
1512.
Just in case you get an alarm in the area where I'm at. The alarm went off when I pulled my vehicle into the parking lot surveying. 24 There's no complainer on the highway. You can make yourself found it.
937.
Somebody 37.
Transporting the hub. We're still going to proceed in.
Affirmative.
421.
421.
Yes, ma'am. You can drop down Mahler.
25.
925.
3 Temple.
Affirmative.
Alright.
1833. Street. Yes, ma'am. It's going to be a founded local. Squad 47 location. Ladder 13 location. And medic 40 on location. Be advised it's a restaurant, no injuries.
41.
2541.
41 went back. You could drop down Crystal. 24 Charlie, raise 22. What's the status?
22.
22, we're HQ official.
25. You can drop 26 Montgomery.
Pursuit.
927.
927.
1326 Clarion.
So, if you get this
Alright, 25 command. Give me a numbers check, please.
3852 North Tasker. Affirmative. 4 males with abdominal pain.
2200, detective rescue person, 1957 of 31st.
Proceed. Okay, I don't think it won't. Let me on location 100. Let me just show it down.
Receiving is spotted at 2922 North Dillon Street. Person leaving to go down.
1925.
Full time level.
11.
Yes, ma'am. You hold me at the airport for fuel, please.
1925.
25. 300 block 462. Can you be set for a car south for you?
Proceed.
335.
335.
335. It's just going to be the service business. You may TV pay. The county fire. Smooth painting. TV pay.
Proceed.
1723.
1723.
Cab, restaurant number 4, 1251.3, RTS.
6 command. I'm gonna be making my way over to the 24th district shortly, and I'll bring them back on them. Sever, stand by, please.
35 minutes, mini one.
35 mode mini one.
Hi, this female left the location. Can you just raise Andy so we make this a further off the first call?
35 Andy.
35 minutes, fine. 8709.
Receive.
And mobile mini, you can drop me that 1900 Sparks.
Receive.
Yeah, 339 receive. Yeah, LT, don't worry about it. We'll work it out. I'll take care of it.
Andy 103 rack check. 1911. 938 Edgemore Road. Can you notify Fireboard? We got a fire hydrant out here that's gushing water.
Receive.
Andy 103, 141.
610. This command wants to alone up here and grab her.
Yeah, command, that's fine.
My Tom San, show me where up there. 422, you can drop the ball enough.
3511.
3511.
You can make this in West Palm. You can also make Bingham in West Palm. They no longer need food service. And then you can shop down Franklin.
Receive.
732.
32.
Yes, ma'am, you can send me film on Avenue. She's already at frequent 324. Don't told her.
Receive.
2616 on in there.
1602 RTS.
Oh, 2 received. 2616.
1 request stop Mercedes 6769. 6769, you can actually stop C. 33 has permission to stop Mercedes 6769. Check. Mercedes pressure
16,
147.
good morning. Any chance I could get rotation on at 2600 Jasper? I have two vehicles illegally parked and they're blocking the tractor trailer from getting by. There's no picture right now, not showing. 300. 1517, that'll be you three.
Alright guys, so we're probably going to head out of here soon. It's slowing down a little bit. I'm sure the weekend is going to be busy, and we're going to start coming out a lot earlier. We're still in the process of getting everything set up, so these are really like soft streams just to test out how long it takes to set up once we get there, what has to go where, just the logistics really. So starting next week, it'll be various stream times. Some days it'll be during the day, some at night. Obviously, if something crazy happens in the middle of the night, we're going to be ready to go. So we're just about there. Just a few more days and we'll be ready for that. So a lot of our stuff's going to be during the day as well, in surrounding areas as well, primarily the suburbs, so Chester, Montgomery, Bucks, and Delaware counties, and then Philadelphia more as a fluffer. Given how much crime happens in Philadelphia, it'll give us a good, I guess, buffer zone to fall back on when it's slow in the suburbs. So we're going to end up heading out of here in the next 5 or so minutes, and we'll be back, probably tomorrow, maybe during the day and at night as well, but we're going to start doing some daytime coverage as well.
Vine Street, fires reported. 311 North 65th Street, reported to be a dwelling. Phone comes operating on South Fire, South DAC 1. Attention engine 41, engine 57, engine 54, foam 16, ladder 24, ladder tower 6, battalion 11, battalion 7, and medic 9. Box 4462, 65th Street, and Vine Street, fires reported. 311 North 65th Street, reported to be a dwelling. Phone comes operating to South Fire, South DAC 1. Attention engine 41, engine 57, engine 54, foam 16, ladder 24, ladder tower 6, battalion 11, battalion 7, and medic 9. Repeating box 4462, 65th and Vine Street, fires reported. 311 North 65th Street, reported to be a dwelling. Phone comes operating on South Fire, South DAC 1. Attention engine 41, engine 57, engine 54, foam 16, ladder 24, ladder tower 6, battalion 11, battalion 7, and medic 9.
367, 67, 367, 67. See, let me know if I'm working.
Track for 134.
35 1.
Open 1.
Did you want the investigate permits on Sparks or the missing person on Sparks?
The investment program for the construction.
Okay, received.
Track for 134. Check. If you could plug those diversion switches, please.
Alright. You guys take out 8th Street for a switch, please. What block was that?
8th Street.
35A.
35A.
Okay, Special B8, check out that accident road mountain.
Received. 35 Special Beat 8.
Special Beat 8. 1925.
1925.
25. Can you hold us out on the 5700 block of Vine Street where we complained?
Received.
Special Beat 8.
35 Special Beat 8. Can you start into the oil exit in Broad and Louder?
Best way to ever see that, I will check that out. You told us out 5,000 West Baltimore plus walk up in the Tom 25 regarding a previous incident.
Let's see. 2616 PPA is notified. They said they got a couple of souls ahead of yours, but they'll be out.
Let's see, thank you. I'm going to switch back over to East for now.
No problem.
Engine 41. Engine 41. Engine 41, ladder 24, 311 North 65th. Brown Port to Walling. 97. Man, this mail was sleeping. We're going to be available.
14 for B3. 14 for B3. Keep me hold out at shootout. Let's see.
911. 911. Affirmative.
Medic 1.
Medic 1.
Yeah, there's no access to the front entryway. We tried the lockbox by putting in 305. It's not working.
Medic 9.
Medic 1, stand by. I'll check with the call taker. Medic 9, you can recall.
We're available.
Call specialty. Call 32. 32. 32.
Alright guys, so we're going to call it a night at about 2 a.m. our time. There's really nothing going on right now other than some fire calls which haven't come back as founded yet or fire showing, so we'll wait for that, but maybe it's another quiet night other than the fatal shooting earlier. Again, we'll be back tomorrow, likely earlier. That's the goal. The goal is going to be to try to get it as early as possible. That way we hit it during the day and night. Maybe hit the counties at night, the city during the day, since there's always crime happening in Philadelphia. It'll be a good balance. Yeah, thanks everybody for watching tonight. And as we go on, it's going to get more interesting. We're still learning the kinks to the new equipment to make sure that we're streaming it in the right way and to the best of its capability. So the past few streams have just been really test runs instead of making them private or unlisted. We decided to just make them live. So by Friday we should have the normal car back, which will be good. From there we can do more of these, and then also we want to get back into some more in-depth coverage, the way we did with Cavalcante, where when something happens it'll be a multi-day thing. So we have a few things on our radar that we would like to hit, which we'll let you guys know in the coming days. But alright guys, have a good night, stay safe, and we will be back